school. I've got wonderful memories of children that are now in their late 20s, early 30s. My best mate was a teacher here, Dave Jukes, who sadly died here. I've got loads of memories of funny incidents, like finding a spelling book that a kid had graffitied which said, "This book is crop," because he couldn't spell the other word that he was trying to spell, which was really funny. Yeah, loads of wonderful memories, really. And yeah, and it's very sad for me in many ways that the school's closing. Because yeah, I shan't have any contact with families like lovely Delica's family and families like that anymore.
Alright, this experiment is to show that in the food that we eat is an awful lot of energy locked up. Okay? It's going to demonstrate, hopefully, that the energy locked in food is quite considerable. In the cells of your body, the energy is released slowly. Because the cell doesn't want anything released explosively, it would kill it. So the energy is released slowly, and your cell uses it as it needs it. And as it uses the energy, so it produces carbon dioxide and water that it gets rid of slowly. But I can show you in this experiment, in fact, there's a lot of energy in food, because what I've got is some custard powder. Yeah? Custard powder. Now, funny enough, custard powder is made up of corn flour and sugar, which causes glucose, a type of glucose. Okay? And what we're going to try and do is create a situation whereby we release this energy explosively. Now, I've got to make sure I get a little tiny pile of this custard powder in the right place. I've done this experiment a few times now with this little bit of kit, and it works really well if the powder's in the right place. If the powder's in the wrong place, it just puts the candle out. Now, the tin consists of that little pile of powder and some candles. The candles are going to provide... That's posh, isn't it? Yeah? The candle's going to provide a flame. Right, that'll sit in there nicely, and I'm going to light one this side. Lovely. Okay. Now, take a look at the evidence show the energy content of food can be released explosively. Exploding can experiment. X.
What has been the best and the funniest moment in the years that you've been here?
You've got to remember that I've been here for hundreds of years. I've been here for 18 years, so it's very difficult to say which is the best. The best bit for teachers is to see pupils go on into their lives and have a successful life, and knowing that we've had some part of it, and part of that is, that's what makes me happy. So that's the best for me, is that students leave here and do well or become happy in their lives. The funniest moment, I can't really think of the funniest moment. There's been all sorts of funny moments, especially things that you pupils don't know about, that teachers know about, that we've gone into the staff room and really laughed about. But I think Mr. Greenie and I have had some really good laughs about some things. And when you're really, really old, and I'm nearly past it, then we'll tell you in secret, but you can't tell you when you're at school.
I think lots of the activity weeks and the days out and residentials, going to France was really good fun, maybe year 7 or 8 a few years ago, and going to Hunstanton and Whipsnade was really good in year 6 the other year. And going to Wales was very good fun as well, of course it was.
How has the school changed from the years that you've been here?
I've been here for 9 years. It hasn't changed that much. There's lots more computers. We used to have 2 computers each in our classrooms, and now we've got obviously a library full of computers, and whiteboards in classrooms. It used to be all blackboards, and now we've got the whiteboards. But there's not many other changes. The classrooms were painted so they look nicer a few years ago. Everything else is the same.
Okay, thanks.
How do you feel about leaving school? I feel pretty bad, losing a few of my mates and going to different schools. Are you looking forward to the future? Yes.
You want to print stuff out.
Who are you going to miss the most out of all the teachers and why? Mr. Greenie, because I've had a few good laughs and jokes with him.
The printers are both working.
Do you think the school should be knocked down? No, the school's had a good history from the past. And it would be a shame to see it not be knocked down.
Okay.
What's the worst thing that you experienced in your hall at Spencer?
I think my first experience at Spencer was
in the first few months of me being here, when a rather angry fifth former argued with the science teacher and became quite violent, and the science teacher had to come out of the lab, grab the dustbin lids from outside the canteen and fend this boy's attack with the dustbin lids. So I suppose really it was a worst experience, but also on hindsight it was quite funny.
What's your funniest thing you have experienced in the
For me personally, I think it was having to climb out the lab window over where Mr. Jones works now, where we are based, because the teacher had absent-mindedly locked me in, and you couldn't unlock the door in those days from the inside. And so as I climbed out, there's quite a drop outside that room, and I must have looked quite a spectacle climbing out of the window, looking as though I'd been in burgling it or something.
Who was the head teacher when you first started?
Mr. Brooks, Derek Brooks was the head teacher when I first came to Spencer. I came as part of the Spencer Boys Secondary.
How long have you worked here?
I've worked here, this is my 29th year of working at Spencer School.
How do you feel about leaving after all these years?
I feel very sad. I shall miss all the staff here. There's something very unique and special about Spencer, which I think is not found in any other school in Northampton.
Have you always worked in Spencer?
Yes, I've worked in the science lab over the 29 years, but also I've been involved in the art room and the library and in the learning support role as well in the last 10-15 years.
Thanks.
I chose to come here after I'd done my teacher training, and I'm sorry to leave.
What has been the funniest thing you have seen or done in the years you've been here?
I take education seriously. I tell my students all the time, they're not allowed to laugh, they're not allowed to smile, they're not here to enjoy themselves. Don't smile. Stop smiling. Self-sorted out,
Are you going to miss working here, and why?
I guess things move on. Certain things I won't miss. I won't miss the members, and I'll miss the staff. I'll miss the students as well.
How do you feel about the school closing?
It's pretty sad because I've been here for 4 years now. I've met a lot of new friends.
Are you going to miss what you've done and stuff?
Yeah, it's going to be good. The teachers are nice. Yeah.
Looking forward to the future?
Yeah, I'm going to a new school, new start, so new friends.
Which teacher are you going to miss the most?
Don't know, I always like Mr. Griffiths, or all of them. I always like them all.
What other subjects do you like?
Don't mind a bit of maths, some English, but ICT has got to be my best.
Okay, thank you. You're in the wrong. There you go. Oh, cat. Don't call your girlfriends. Oi!
Smile in front of